everybody, and welcome to a brand new series to the channel. Welcome to The Fixer, as we stay with the club for a short amount of time and try to fix what is broken. And believe me, Middlesbrough are very much broken. They find themselves in 23rd place in the Championship table. And bear in mind that Sheffield Wednesday have an 18-point deduction, so it could be worse for the Borough. Let's see what's been happening. So Kim Hellberg was in charge of Middlesbrough from the start of the season. August didn't go great, didn't win a game in August, won a couple in September, won one in October, but it was against Sheffield Wednesday, and they've won just one in November to this point, including losing 6-1 on Tuesday night. To be fair, Rob Jones was in charge in the interim period between Hellberg leaving and me arriving, and we start at home to Derby in about 2 or 3 minutes' time. Now, we might only be here for a short time, but you're here for a long time, aren't you? So, this Middlesbrough squad, obviously currently in promotion contention in the Championship. I don't know exactly where they are. I'm a couple of weeks ahead in recording this. They are currently second, I believe, in the live table. But yeah, hopefully Middlesbrough will be back with the Premier League mob next season. So they shouldn't be 23rd in the table. It's just been a bad run of form that has got them there. And yeah, not many goals amongst the side either, which is a pretty poor thing to see. But let's have a look at some of the players that will hopefully help us up the table. And there's only one place to start, really, and that's Hayden Hackney. Local boy, 4-star player, the captain of this ship, and he will be one that is like, why are we doing what we're doing? And he will be with every Middlesbrough fan right now in being very, very upset as to where they find themselves, but hopefully it's onwards and upwards from here. I want to talk about they've got a good squad of players. Morgan Whittaker is one of those players that I would have in that category. Very good player. With Plymouth in the Championship, he was okay. He moved to Middlesbrough. He found it tough going, to be brutally honest. He has found his feet now in real life. He hasn't really found his feet in game so far, but 3 goals and 2 assists tells me there's something about him, which is good, because I'm going to need him. But the man that is tasked with putting the ball in the back of the net is David Strelec, a recent arrival in the summer to Middlesbrough Football Club. 5 goals so far, which isn't a bad return after 13 games. Just need a little bit more from him. Because if we look at the Championship table, and we are the penultimate game of this Championship weekend, we have conceded 32 goals. We've only scored 15. We have a goal difference of -17, which apart from Sheffield Wednesday is the worst in the Championship, which is not great news. It means that any points that we've got, and we are obviously level on points with Charlton at the moment, the goal difference is the thing that is killing us. Now, I'm going to get confused for the first couple of games in this series. They've changed around the form guide in Football Manager, so it now works from left to right rather than from right to left. Bear with me. It's going to be a bit of a struggle. I'm hoping I'm not going to struggle with the players' names too much, because there's quite a few familiar faces to me. Having watched a lot of Championship football, I might need to do it with Tottenham's situation at the moment. Fingers crossed that's all been sorted now. Thank you, Roberto De Zerbi. But we play Derby County at home in the 5-15 game tonight, and it is pretty much must win. As here are the 2 starting lineups, as Bryn starting goal for us. Britton, Fry, Goodmanson, Barunga, Morris, Hackney, Castledine, Whittaker, Sarmiento, with Strelec leading the line for us as Derby start with Zetterstrom in goal. Sanderson, Bart, Forsyth, Johnston, Travis, Thompson, Elder, Banel, Brereton Diaz, with Aguiman leading the line for Derby. And a contrast of styles, 4-3-3 plays 5-2-3. That's what John Eustace will be coming at us with tonight. 4-3-3 has been my favoured formation throughout my Football Manager 26 journey so far. It's actually 3-4-3, isn't it, really? I mean, it'll be a back five when they've not got the ball. Ipswich Town lead the way at the top of the table. Some things don't change, but Middlesbrough are very much at the wrong end of the table. Can we start the journey up it tonight? And obviously my job here is to fix what is broken. And believe me, they shouldn't be where they are, but they are here. Now, what we're going to do, to explain it in more detail, so we're in the Championship this season. We're going to stay here till probably the summer, unless it all goes completely Pete Tong and they sack us before that. And then we'll move on to another division. So we won't do the Championship again. I think the Championship is a safe space for me to start in. I know a lot about it. It's a division I love watching live and a lot on television. And it's just one of those divisions that it's like a warm pair of gloves. It's nice and comfy. As Castledown has an early free kick at the Riverside. Will he have a goal from it? No, good save from the goalkeeper. Obviously Middlesbrough in the Premier League, out of the Premier League. I was thinking about this earlier on when I was getting ready to record this video tonight. They've had some very memorable moments, Middlesbrough, down the years. Obviously they beat Chesterfield to make it to Wembley in 97, I think that was. And then lost to Chelsea in the final. They were relegated in the same season, which is absolutely crazy given they had Juninho, they had Emerson, they had Ravanelli, they had such stellar names under that Brian Robson side. That, yeah. And they also, at that time, conceded the fastest goal in the FA Cup final. Roberto Di Matteo scoring for Chelsea on the day. But it was a hell of a day out, and they won the Carabao Cup or the Carling Cup. Didn't they? They beat Bolton at Cardiff as well. 2004, I want to say. So there's history here. Not a lot of it. That was their first major trophy. They went into Europe. They had a good time in Europe as well. So, you know. And they're a side that I like to watch play football. So I'm delighted to be here. But can we get them upwardly mobile? We won't score from that. But we've had the better of the first 12 minutes. I think that is fair to say. And it's a throw into Derby. 17 minutes gone. At the Riverside Stadium, 0-0 is the score. Derby on the attack for really the first time this evening. Will it lead to a goal? Will that defence creak? Certainly if they don't close him down, they will. He hit the post. Wasn't a save from Sol Bryn. It was the post that denied the Derby man. Oh, I tell you what, that's a terrible challenge from Travis. Is the referee going to book him? Yes, he is. Okay, so, I mean, it was a hack at the bleeding leg, wasn't it? Crikey. We get ourselves the opening goal. I think that's the important one for us tonight. Score first. Doesn't look like it's happened often this season. I mean, that defeat to Coventry last time around will have hurt. 6-1 is never a nice scoreline. To take an absolute pasting. Castledown more centrally this time. He tested the goalkeeper last time. Will he do the same again? Yes, he will. He kind of will. I tell you what, he's patted that down, hasn't he? We will see the goal line technology, or we won't see the goal line technology. No, we will see it. If it's over the line, I'm going to be... No, that's not over the line. I mean, it happened quickly. I mean... This game, honestly... I mean, it's quite apparent that wasn't over the line. But the actual initial effort, it happened quickly. So, yeah, there was too much happening to tell, quite frankly. Will there be an FM27? I hope so. For the love of God, don't let this be the last iteration as it's shot wide by Hackney. He seems to be the danger man so far. Just realised Edmondson and Fry are around the wrong way. One's got a left foot, one's got a right foot, so we'll sort that out at some point. As Whittaker goes round the corner, Britton goes low inside the penalty area, but it's a poor cross in the end. Will Brereton Diaz bring it away for Derby? Will they hit us on the counter-attack? It certainly looks like that's the plan. As Bernal dances through, gets the shot away, scores, and Derby leads. Oh, I thought we were going to see an offside flag. It kind of just all stopped, didn't it? As Middlesbrough are behind. We've had the early running. But a poor cross into the centre, and it caused all sorts of problems. The counter-attack was on, and to be fair, it should have been quelled pretty quickly. I mean, look, he's just allowed him to dance inside, and Bryn has got no chance at all, especially when he's keeping like that. Got to come from behind. Okay, well, we'll certainly see quickly what their mental status is like. Have they got it in them to do it? Sarmiento drives towards goal, gets the shot away, tipped away by the goalkeeper. Bright spark is Jeremy Sarmiento. Closing on half-time. The new manager bounce not taking effect just yet. But still plenty of time left in the game. Looking for a ball into Sarmiento. Will he keep it in play? This will be the last action of the first half. Ball into the penalty area. Looking for Strilek. Headed away. Half-time comes. And to be fair, it's not been that bad. To be brutally honest, we've dominated the game for large parts of it. And we just switched off, which you cannot afford to do in the Championship, because someone will punish you. What do we do at half-time? Do we take Morris off at half-time for Alan Brown to come on? I think we do. Sarmiento not really getting into the game. We're going to send Morgan Whittaker to play wider, I think, though. That's definitely something I want to do. And, yeah, get some chalk on your boots, as they would say. Mr. Sarmiento, that's what I want to see from you. Keep going. I've been pleased with the first half display. Just need a goal, don't we? As I mentioned when we were looking at the league table, goals have been hard to come by. That's goal number 33 that's gone in the back of the net for us, at least. Will it be goal number 16, if I remember rightly? Ball towards the back stick. That's testing the old memory. Sarmiento will pick it up. He's got to try and find a teammate. Yes, he does. Castledine in towards Edmondson, on towards Hackney. Shoots from distance. Good save from the goalkeeper. Did put don't shoot from distance on, but obviously he's the captain. He's just getting away with it. Frankly, at this point in time, ball looking for Aguiman, and we picked up the ball. Got to do something with it. We've seen a lot of huff and puff, but not enough to blow the house down. Britain with the ball on the right-hand side. Plays it into Whittaker. Nice 1-2. Nice bit of interchange. Football's been really nice to see. It's the final pass that has been letting us down. Across into Fry. Drive with it. You've got space to go into. There you go. Hackney. Brown. Looking for a ball. Looking for a runner. Looking for Castledine with the shot. Stop shooting from distance for Safe. Looking over the top for Elder in behind. Derby have set up pretty well, to be brutally honest, haven't they? You know, they've got men back behind the ball. They're making things difficult for the opposition. They've got themselves a goal. That's what you do. Strilek down on the floor again, but going to go into the book. Are we going to have a direct shot from Castledine? He's had a couple so far. This one, I think, might go into the penalty area. And it does. Towards the back stick, but nobody jumps for the bloody thing. Incredibly frustrating. Castledine into Britain. On towards Fry. Fry's down now as well. Definitely keeping up this pressure. Right. Mr. Strilek. We need to have a word, my friend. He's going to come off at this point. Tommy Conway is going to come on. Because I like Tommy Conway. And we're going to take off Sarmiento as well. And we're going to bring on Riley McGree. Probably should have started him. Wasn't sure exactly where he would fit in. Obviously, with Sarmiento, as I mentioned, Middlesbrough have a lot of talented players. Finding the balance is going to be the difficult thing. As the ball's in the penalty area, Morgan Whittaker's on the edge of the box. He's got to be driven back towards goal and not passed around the box. And then you give it away. Offside flag went up anyway. That's why you should have had a go. They say footballers have low intelligence, or most of them have low intelligence. I don't disagree with that statement. As the ball is sent long down the field. Can we win the header? Yes, we can. Starting to control it again. And I'm waiting for the Derby sucker punch, if I'm brutally honest. They're very good at it. The ball is with Brown. In towards Fry. On towards Hackney. In towards Britain. Round the corner for Whittaker. In towards Conway. Someone's got to make a run through the gap. I can see a huge gap. And there is Castledine filling the gap. And finding the net. The Don't shoot from distance, he says. Well, don't listen to me. I don't care. 1-1 is the score. Middlesbrough level on 64.5 minutes. I thought we'd blown it, to be honest. Look at the space you could have run into. And in fair, Castledine did it. Eventually. But, yeah. When you're at home, you've got to win your home games. Thomas Frank, I'm talking to you about that. 2 home wins we had under you. And we haven't won this year so far. In the Premier League, at least. Ball sent long by Mr. Bryn. And Conway can't win the header, but Hackney picks it up. And then he loses out, and Sammy Smodics will pick it up. The game has got very open all of a sudden. You're most vulnerable after you've just conceded a goal, but it doesn't come to fruition this time. Middlesbrough move up to 22nd with their points. Indeed we will. Green shoots of recovery as Britton picks up the ball. Drives towards the penalty area. Needs a bit of support. You've kind of just abandoned him on the edge of the box. Not going to lie, not happy about that. Hackney into Castledine. Hackney again, going for the shot. No, deflected in. Conway, is he onside? No, he's not. Shame. It's a clever little touch. But alas, he is offside. Got a bit of praise on the field. It has had nothing. Brilliant. He brought the shout button back. And I'm back to being frustrated by said shout button. Ball into McGree. Castledine picking it up, looking for the counter-attack with Whittaker. Go on, Morgan. Drive towards goal. Can he pick out a teammate? Finds a bit of help in Hackney. Nice 1-2 between the two of them. Overplaying it a little bit around the edge of the box again. Castledine driving once towards goal. This time it's wide, but only just. Right, let's have a look at a change or two with 12 minutes to play. We can affect this from the bench. Hansen is going to come on. Are you a striker, my friend? You are probably more of a striker than you are a right winger. So let's put Tommy Conway out on the right hand side. No, that doesn't work. Okay, leave it as it is. Not going to take off Hayden Hackney at this point. Can't bring on the left back because we ain't got another one. We can bring on Luke Ayling for Callum Britton. Let's see what happens into the final 10 minutes plus added time. Certainly in the ascendancy. Callum Elder's gone down injured. Derby will continue. Or will they? No, they will give the ball away. Play on. Wait for the referee to stop the game. It's one of my bugbears. And the ball's gone through the goalkeeper, and now he will throw it out of play so his teammate can get some treatment. So, have they brought somebody on? Yeah, Cox has come on, I think. That's where Elder was on that left-hand side. As Fry drives down the field. Dale Fry out from centre-back. On to Conway. Can he get beyond his man? Oh, I thought he was going to stick out a leg there. Conway down the angle. Finds Barunga on the edge of the box. Oh, it's a good save from the goalkeeper. We're in the 89th minute all of a sudden. How much stoppage time will be given? 7 minutes is the answer. And that is a long time to force a chance to win the game. To be fair, I think we deserve to win it, but we just haven't been clinical enough. Lots of dicking around on the edge of the box. But we got the equalising goal, and I think at the start of the game, after losing 6-1 to Coventry last week, I think the Middlesbrough fans would have taken a point tonight. It gets us up and running. It's not ideal, but a point is better than nothing. Unless this goes in from here. It's got to go in the box. We're going to be allowed to take it, hopefully. Come on, takes it. Ball towards the back stick, looking for a header. It's up in the air, but it's into the goalkeeper's hands. And that is full time. Middlesbrough 1, Derby County 1. We deserve to win it, in my opinion at least. The stats will tell you that. We just didn't have that clinical edge. So did they bring on a replacement? Yes, they did for Elder. 83 minutes, okay. Oh, that was their final sub window as well. Why didn't they bring on 2 more? Anyway, the AI manager. Not the cleverest bloke in the world. But, yeah, a point on our first game in charge of Middlesbrough. And I'll take it that at the start. Okay, so let's wrap up this championship weekend, shall we? It started on Friday with Ipswich beating Oxford to remain top That was followed up by a host of games on Saturday. So Leicester and Sheffield United drew. Portsmouth beat Bristol City. Hull beat Stoke. Coventry kept up the pace at the top by beating Charlton. Millwall beat Southampton. Big game down the bottom there. Norwich beat QPR. Sheffield Wednesday beat Preston. West Brom beat Swansea City. As Wrexham beat Blackburn. And there's our draw with Derby. And then on Monday night, Birmingham moved back into the playoff places with a 1-0 win over Watford. So it does mean we end the weekend one place higher than we started it. And level on points with Preston, come to think of that as well. Just 2 points off of Millwall as well. And a very heartening performance from the Middlesbrough players on my first game in charge. Just the second draw we've had this season, which tells you probably all you need to know about where they are. So what we're going to do, we're going to come back on Boxing Day because I love football over Christmas. It is one of my favourite things to do while sitting down and recovering from too much turkey on the day before. So we'll take on Hull, we'll take on Charlton, we'll take on QPR and we'll take on Bristol City before we welcome Blackburn Rovers for hopefully a bit of Christmas cheer. Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.